Good morning, everybody. Bon matin, tout le monde. As we continue to watch the horrors unfold, I want first to begin by saying that I extend my condolences to all of those who have lost loved ones following the terrorist attacks in Israel. The pain and suffering that we continue to bear witness to cannot be measured. Young lives have been cut short, families have been ripped apart, and it is absolutely heartbreaking. It is being felt in homes and communities across Canada. Le Canada condamne sans équivoque l'attaque terroriste du Hamas contre Israël. Nous soutenons Israël et son droit à se défendre conformément au droit international. Nous savons également que le Hamas n'est pas le peuple palestinien.
We know that Hamas is not the Palestinian people. They do not represent their aspirations, and they have no other aim but to create chaos and loss. The violence needs to stop. Civilians and the innocent need to be released, and Israeli and Palestinian lives need to be protected.
Terrorist attack by Hamas against Israel. We stand by Israel and its right to defend itself according to international law. We also know that Hamas is not the Palestinian people. It does not represent their aspiration and offers nothing more than more chaos, loss, and heartache. The violence must end, hostages must be released, and civilian lives, Israeli and Palestinians, must be protected. Tragiquement, dans ce contexte de violence,
tragically, in this context of violence, three Canadians have lost their lives.
Avec la famille d'Alexandre
I spoke with the family of Alexandre yesterday, and I must say it was one of the most difficult calls I've ever had to make.
My heart is with his family and the families of the others. My thoughts are with their loved ones and their community. May their memory be a blessing. We continue to follow reports of 3 Canadians who remain missing. We're in contact with their families, providing support, and officials are in contact with local authorities to gather more information. I would like to now speak directly to Canadians who are currently in the region. You're scared. It is a time of great uncertainty and of great anxiety. But I want you to know that we are here for you. We're working around the clock to provide you with the information you need and the support you're asking for. Our office in Tel Aviv and Ramallah are open. Our team is there, and our team in Jordan, Egypt, and Lebanon are also working around the clock to support you. We have surged the capacity in Ottawa to make sure that we're there to answer your calls and texts 24/7. If you haven't registered yet with Global Affairs, please do so now. You can do so on our website or by calling 613-996-8885. Si vous n'êtes pas encore inscrit auprès d'Affaires mondiales Canada,
if you have not yet enrolled with Global Affairs Canada, do so now. You can do so via the website or by calling 613-996-8885.
I know that this situation has been difficult, and many of you want to return to your family, to home, and want to do so safely. And we will help you. We'll begin the assisted departure of Canadians from Tel Aviv in the coming days by the end of the week with the help of aircraft from the Canadian Armed Forces. They will arrive in Tel Aviv and bring Canadians to Athens. My colleague, Pablo Rodriguez, and I have been working on the next steps from there. Together, we have secured with Air Canada a plane and a crew to bring Canadians home from Athens. These flights will be available to Canadian citizens, their spouses, and their children, as well as to Canadian permanent residents, their spouses, and their children. Let me be clear, this includes dual nationals, because a Canadian is a Canadian is a Canadian. We're also working on additional options for those who cannot reach the airport in Tel Aviv, and I'll be able to take questions on this. Additional details will continue to be shared over the coming days. I will continue to share them publicly and will also communicate them directly to those who wish to receive the assistance. If you would like our help in leaving and have not registered yet with Global Affairs Canada, please do so now. This is how you will be able to get information on how to leave, and we will share information directly with you once you're registered. Je vais maintenant prendre un peu de recul et faire le point sur l'état d'avancement de notre réponse diplomatique à cette crise.
An update on our diplomatic response to the crisis. For the weekend, I spoke with my counterparts in Israel, the Palestinian authorities, as well as Egypt, Jordan, and the White House.
Okay, we've been listening into Foreign Affairs Minister Melanie Joly saying that they are still continuing to follow reports of 3 missing Canadians. Also saying by the end of the week, a Canadian Air Force's plane will help bring Canadians from Tel Aviv to Athens, then back home, but encouraging people in Israel, Canadians in Israel, to register with Global Affairs. We'll have more on this later on in the show.